Morning all. Hope you guys are able to hear me, right? Are you guys able to see the screen as well? Please confirm. Okay, good. Good to see you all which you joined in the previous class. So what things we discussed in the yesterday session? Can anyone of you figure out the things which we discussed yesterday? Okay, good. In the yesterday session, we just discussed about what is meant by software development life cycle, right? Yesterday we discussed about the software development life cycle. Can anyone tell what is meant by software development life cycle and what are the phases available in it? How many phases are in it? Can someone please?
Software development lifecycle is a structured process which enables the production with high quality and low cost software, and which can be done in a short period of time. And there are different phases, which are like requirement phase, feasibility phase, development, testing, maintenance, and deployment.
Okay, good. Okay, cool. So let me open the syllabus first. We can start the classes from today. We'll take a small session for today and tomorrow. From Thursday onwards, we can start the full length classes. Okay. So let me open the material. Wait a minute. Okay. Today we can discuss about all these topics, what is meant by software and what is meant by software testing and software quality. What is the difference between the project and product? Actually, why do we need testing in the softwares? And what are the errors, bug, failure concepts in the testing field? And why the software has bugs? And why do you choose testing job? These are the small concepts, all are basic concepts. Nothing to stress on these concepts, guys. Okay, please try to understand the things what I'm explaining. That's it. No need to revise as well. Okay, if you, I will tell you on the concepts while explaining. You guys can mark those concepts and revise it after class completed. Okay, because when I'm stressing that particular topic, then you can imagine that how much important it is at the point of interviews. Okay, so let's go. What is mean by software? Do you guys have any idea what is mean by software? A generic meaning I'm asking. So why do you call it as a software? What it means actually? Any one of you? Please be an interactive session, guys. Don't be silent. If you know, you can tell yes. If you don't know, you can tell that you don't know. Okay. Okay, cool. So here you can see that software is a collection of programs. Okay, if you want to build any software, either it may be web application, either it may be mobile application, either it may be whatever it is, what type of application it is, software is nothing but a set of programs. If you want to build a particular software, you need to write some program. Either it may be in the any language. Okay, that it may be C, Python, Java, .NET, whatever it is. Whatever programming language you are using, that is secondary. Software is nothing but collection of computer programs we have. Okay, so what that collection of programs will do? What is the intention? What is your expectation of writing that code? To help us to perform a particular task. For example, there is a application named Flipkart. You guys all are aware about Flipkart and Amazon applications, right? Whenever you are login to that applications, it will ask the mobile number OTP login, right? So whenever the developer is designing that application, the developer intention is to log in successfully while giving the valid inputs, right? So that is the program that developer has written to perform a particular task, which is named as a login validation for the user in the e-commerce application. Okay. So what is mean by program? Now, for example, I will ask you to please write a Java program to print 1 to 10 numbers. Okay. So 1 to 10 numbers is a task. Okay, that program will help us to perform a particular task. What that program means, what you are giving through the program to the machine, you are giving some instructions. Program is nothing but set of instructions. You are telling to the system through the instructions, please perform particular task, please perform particular task. Here program means set of instructions, program means set of instructions. So here you can see the types of softwares. Here you can see that types of software. How many types of softwares we have in the market? Majorly we have three types of softwares in the market. One is system software, second one is programming software, and third one is application software. So what is meant by system software? Hope everyone is having your own laptops, right? Please confirm. If yes, you can type yes in the chat. If no, you can type no in the chat. But need responses from everyone. Okay, good. So here you have laptop, right? So in laptop by default we have some drivers. So whenever you are open your laptop, the booting process will be happen. Okay, booting process will be happen to the operating system which you are using, either it may be Windows, Mac OS, or Linux operating system. So those operating system drivers are called as a system softwares. Okay, or else for example if you want to take a print from your laptop, you need to connect the laptop to the printer by adding the device to your settings, right? So at that time, if the printer has to work as per your instruction given in your laptop, you should install the printer driver. That is called as a system software. All the utility files, for example, you bought your laptop newly, you need to connect your home Wi-Fi to your laptop. So at that time, Wi-Fi driver has to be installed in your laptop to work on it. Okay. So all the utilities, servers, operating systems, device drivers are called as a system software. Then what is mean by programming software? Programming software is nothing but, I think you all are completed your graduation, either it may be degree or BTech, right? So on your education system also there may be some either if it is computer background, C or C++, at least one language will be there, right? For that programming language there will be a lab. At that time you may observe that some compilers. Okay, so why I'm giving example at the time of your education, because nowadays you may not aware about the compilers if you are not working on the IT currently. If you are in the IT industry, if you are learning any programming besides this course, then you have an idea about what is meant by compilers, debuggers, interpreters. Programming softwares are nothing but the editors which you are using to write your code to compile to perform a particular task is called as a compilers, debuggers, and interpreters. Okay, so puttizen and online compilers, if you type, go to the Chrome and type online Java compiler, online Python compiler, we have so many tools, GDP online, program quiz, many tools we have to run the code in the online. All those softwares are called as a programming software. Then what is mean by application software? Name itself it's showing that it's an application, either it may be web application or mobile application, but it should be a application software means it may be a web application or mobile application or desktop application. You are seeing many applications, right? For example, if you want to log into the meet out through the Zoom or Teams or this GoToMeeting, how you are joining, okay, that is a web application. Okay, you are coming to the gotomeeting.com application and you are signing and you are joining to the meet. right? So that is called it as a web application. Mobile apps, you already using that WhatsApp, Instagram, Facebook, all those things are mobile apps only. Desktop apps means, as you said that you have laptops, right? In your laptops, you may have some apps like Microsoft Excel, Microsoft PowerPoint, Fresh Desk, any desk to connect with the remote devices. Okay, these type of applications are called it as a application software. How many types of softwares we have? Three types: system software, programming software, and application software. So by that, here you can understand what is mean by software. Simply you can remember that software is nothing but a set of programs. Then what is mean by program? Program is nothing but a set of instructions. Why you need to give set of instructions to the machine to perform a particular task? That's it. And how many types of softwares we have? How many types of softwares we have? What are they?
Three: system
What are
software,
they?
system software, programming software, and application software.
Yeah, good. These are the three types of softwares we have. And next topic is, what is software testing and software quality? Can anyone tell why we are doing testing actually and what is mean by software quality? Any one of you? Just speak out, that's it. Whether it's true or not. Just habituated to interact with me while asking the questions. By that you guys can get confidence while giving the interviews. What is software testing and software quality? So name itself, it is telling that software testing means we are testing the software whether it is working as expected or not. Quality means we are checking the quality of the software by doing the testing. Okay, here software testing is a part of software quality. By performing the testing only we can tell that how quality product it is, right? So for example, if you want to buy any vegetables in the market, let's you guys are planning to buy the 1 kg brinjal. So how you can check that brinjal whether that brinjal is good or not? You, by just seeing, you can't identify, right? By taking that brinjals into your hand and you are checking is there any damage on it, right? That testing is called as a software testing, like vegetable testing, how you performed in the market. In similar way, software testing in the quality. Okay, so here you can see that software testing is a part of software development process, software development life cycle, which we discussed yesterday. In the SDLC, we have testing phase, right? So testing will come after development and before deployment. Testing is a phase there between the development and deployment phase, between the development and deployment phase. And software testing is an activity to detect and identify the defects in the softwares. The objective of testing is to release a quality product to the customer. Actually, why we are doing the testing? To release a quality product to the customer. To release a quality product to the customer. Below one is a small example that bank X bank reached to the IT company and they have given some requirements. Then what that IT company will do, that it will follow the software development life cycle and they can analyze the requirements first. They can analyze the requirements first and they can design it and they can develop it and they can test it. Okay, these are the ways and phases what we have in the software testing. Software testing. Got it? About what is meant by software testing? Okay, cool. Next one, how can you justify that that software has a quality or not? By seeing simply, you can't identify that whether that software has quality or not, right? So how can you identify? How can that bank recognize that IT company that that product is having quality or not? So with the help of the below points. How the customer will justify? So the application or software should be bug free. It's nothing but it should be work as expected. And next one is the product should be delivered on time with the by the IT company. And that project has to be completed within budget and the project meets requirements or expectations. The project meets requirements or expectations. And next one is the project should be maintainable. So what is meant by maintainable? Here, initially I have developed 30 features. After that, the project, the bank need to add one more feature for some internet interest calculation. So at the time, the new feature has to be developed by the IT company. Okay, as per the requirement, we need to do the changes on the code, and we are adding on to it. We are adding on to it. Okay. So next point. Clear about that what is meant by software testing and software quality? Any doubt on these two things? Please confirm. If clear, you can type clear in the chat. If not clear, you can type not clear in the chat. By that I can understand, and I will let you explain again. If it is clear, type clear here. If it's not clear, you can type not clear. Okay, good. Three members said that clear. And what about other? Ayush, are you listening? You are not responding for any questions. If you are listening, then it's fine. If not, no use of joining into the class. Please respond. Okay, fine. And next topic is project versus product. You guys have any idea about what is meant by project and what is meant by product? Do you guys have any idea about what is meant by project and what is meant by product? All these are generic topics, guys. It's not a in-depth concepts of the testing. Okay, it's just about the software terminology. That's the reason I'm asking you questions and I'm explaining again. Okay, do you guys have any idea about what is meant by project and what is meant by product? Just tell your view on it. That's it. It's not a problem if you tell that it was wrong. Okay, what is meant by project and what is meant by product?
Projects were developed based on a specific customer requirement.
Okay.
Products are developed based on overall requirements in the market.
Okay. Okay, good try. Any one of you? Any other answers? Project is subset of product. Okay. Any other answers? Here you can see if all guys are answering, then you will get an idea, right? So here you can see we got two answers as of now. If you got few more answers, we all are aware about all opinions, right? By that you can remember that point very clearly in your mind. Okay, not only in interview point of view, they won't ask for these sorry, what is meant by project and what is meant by product for the testers. These are the types of the questions asked for the business analyst and some other documentation peoples, POs and some other things. Okay, so here the thing is just to know the basic terminology of the project and product. As we are in the part of the IT companies, if you got selected as a QA, you should aware about that what is meant by project and product. So you can hear about the project based companies and product based companies, right? So how you can define that that companies belongs to the project based or product based, service based or product based. The project based companies is called it as a service based. Product based companies is called it as a product based. So the difference between the service and product based, how can we define? So for example, Amazon is a product based company, TCS is a service based company. So how you can define the TCS is service based and Amazon and the Google, Microsoft, all these are product based? Can anyone give an example that why TCS is service, why Microsoft is product based company?
TCS is service because hiring people to deliver a task, and product is we are using the product.
So we'll give
The
one more
service.
example. TCS is a company is working for the projects named as IRCTC applications where the Indians can book their tickets for the train. Okay. And coming to the product based company, the product based companies has their own products. The employees are going to work on the products which are developed by that company to themselves. As like if you take a Microsoft, all you guys are aware about the Teams, right? Teams application where we can chat, that official application which can be used in the companies to communicate with our colleagues for the work. Teams, Microsoft Teams, right? So that team is a product. Okay, the Teams is a product which is developed by the company named Microsoft, and they are selling that product to the customers. That is called product. Project means they are going to do the project for the single customer. It's not their own product. TCS is working on the IRCTC project. They are developing the project IRCTC train booking system, and they are giving to the government. That's it. Their work is done. If that government want maintenance, then the Tata consultancy system will do. Otherwise, no worries, right? But coming to the product based companies, they are going to update their applications to make their sales good because they are selling their product. Like if you take an Amazon, there is Amazon Alexa. Amazon Alexa is the product of Amazon, and you guys are aware about the Amazon Web Services cloud system, AWS, right? That is the product they are selling to the customers. Okay, in India we have that entity in the Mumbai for the servers physical installation, and they're selling virtually to the all states in the India. Okay, so here the product and project definitions you can see clearly in the material here. See here, if the software application is developed for a specific customer based on their requirement, then it is called it as a project. So for example, TCS is developing for specific customer based on their requirement, as I like IRCTC application. The TCS is developed a IRCTC application for the government, right? Then it is called it as a project. Then how can you define that product? The software application is developed for a multiple customers based on the market requirement. Then it is called it as a product. Okay, so multiple customers means, like for me, I am using the Teams, you guys are using the Teams, right? So most of the customers are creating their accounts in the Teams to communicating their courses, right? So that is called it as a project versus product. Hope you guys are clear about that project versus product. Simply you can remember that project is developed for a specific customer and product is developed for the multiple customers. Okay, that's the major difference. Hope you guys are clear. Clear or not, guys? Please confirm. Please type clear if you guys are clear. Okay. And next one is, let's go to the next topic. Why do we need testing? So it's a simple answer we already discussed in the second topic. Why do we need testing? We need testing to provide a quality product to the customer. That's it. Nothing much to discuss on it. And next topic is error, bug, failure. Very, very important interview question. Even if you applying as a fresher or experienced candidates, if you want to be as a manual tester in any software company, must and should 80 to 90% there will be chance of this question into your checklist. What is mean by error, what is mean by bug, and what is mean by failure? Very, very important because you guys get confused even if you learn thoroughly on this topic. Okay, you, even if you are aware about these answers also, you guys may give wrong answers in the at the time of interviews. Okay, so what is mean by error, what is mean by bug or defect, and what is mean by failure? Let's see the difference between these 3 points to get a clear idea about this. Error means incorrect human action. Incorrect human action is nothing but, so how that flow will be there: first requirement analysis, design, the developer start developing a code, and tester will test that application, deployment and maintenance, right? While developing a code by the developer, if the developer is written that code wrong by mistake or else intention, whatever it is, that mistake is done by the human. Okay, that is a incorrect human action, then it is called as a error of that application. Error of that application. For example, if you use the Java language to print any statement, we are using the syso, system.out.println, right? So while printing any statement in that program, if you miss any semicolon or syntax things on that line, then it will throw an error, right? That is called as an incorrect human action, is called as an error. Okay, and next one is bug or defect. Next one is bug or defect. So what is mean by bug or defect? Bug means deviation from expected output. Deviation from expected output means you are expecting something, but it's not working as expected. I will give an example. The developer develop a code to validate the login page of the Flipkart. Okay, Flipkart or e-commerce or whatever application you are taking, that login page should be login through the username and password. You have the correct username and correct password. While entering the correct username and correct password and clicking on the login button, what you guys are expected? It should be login to that application. That is your expectation, right? But even though you are giving that proper username and proper password and clicking on the login button, it's not navigating to your application. Okay, it's throwing an error that incorrect username or password or else login attempt failed. Like that, the message is showing even if you give the proper username and proper password. Then what it is? It's a deviation from your expected output, what you are expecting, even though you are given the proper details, right? That is called as a bug or defect. And third one, very important, failure. If that failure came, it doesn't mean that you guys are getting escalated by the client. Escalated by the client. Here you are working on an e-commerce application, and we have few environments while testing. So here, whenever you guys are testing in any project, we may have some environment, staging environment, sorry, test environment. Few guys will few companies will follow the few terminologies. For example, in my current company, they are following test, staging, and they are using the live environment. But few companies will follow uh, pre-live, UAT, and live, or production. We can call it as anything, production. Okay, these are the stages we are going to follow. Here, first test environment or pre-live environment, we are going to check the individual functionality of that new feature or existing feature. Staging or UAT, what it will done is, we already have some existing functionality, right? So if you are going to add any new feature to the existing functionality, we are checking entire application again that it works fine or not. If everything is works fine in the staging, then it will move to the live. In other terminology, if everything is work in the UAT, then it will move to the live or production. Okay, these are the two types of terminologies we are going to use in the software market. Software market. So if everything works fine in the staging or UAT, we are going to move that product into the live or production. Live or production. But here the failure means you guys tested in the staging environment or UAT, whatever it is. For example, you just follow first method here, for example. So everything works in fine in the staging environment. You worked hard, you tested, you validated, verified all the test cases, and everything looks good on the staging environment, and you have given approval to the product team to deploy into the live. So what happened here is everything works fine in our staging environment, but after went to the production, there will be some issues. It was identified by the customer who is using that application. For example, you may hear that 1 year ago one person is identified the bug on the Facebook and he get rewarded as well, right? So the customers are identifying the issues which are facing. For example, you are using the Instagram, right? So in Instagram, if you get a scroll the reel, then only you will get the new reel, right? But by mistake, even if you are not scrolling, it was moving one by one reels. So it is a bug, it's not expected. Until unless the company releases the new feature, it won't be a correct one, right? So that is called it as a bug. Okay, if that bug is identified by the user who is using that application, then it is called it as a failure of the product, because we are missing it, but the client user is found that bug what you missed on the staging environment. That is a failure of your responsibility. Okay, clear about the bug, failure and error? Clear about these three things? Clear or not? Need responses again. Only Maruti is listening. What about others? By that I can know that if you clear, we'll move to the next one. Okay. Okay, cool. Next one is why the software has bugs actually. If why the software, why the testing team is required actually. If the developers are developing the code properly, why the testers are required. Okay, so here you can see why the software has bugs. Miscommunication between the developer or tester, or else business analyst or tester. So I will tell the flow here. So whenever the customer reaches the IT company, there is a one person who is named as a business analyst. That person will analyze the business of that product, what that customer is looking, and they will collect some functional requirements of that particular product. And that business analyst is the only person who is having the complete knowledge on that particular product. Okay, so there is a agile methodology most of the people are using now. So in the agile methodology, there is a program increment meetings for every 3 months. Program increment meetings for every 3 months. For 2 to 3 days, there will be that sessions like a festival. So how we guys are celebrating a festivals for 2 days, 3 days for the year, like Sankranti and Kanuma. In similar way, in the software industry also, it's not festival. I'm giving an example. For the 3 months of work, what we are going to develop in the next 3 months or next 6 months, we are going to discuss in those 2 to 3 days with in the form of calls. That call will be a long for 4 to 5 hours, morning 2 hours and afternoon 2 hours. A long calls will be there. That meetings is called it as a program increment meetings. It's nothing but what features we are going to develop in the next 3 months or next 6 months. Okay, based on that program increment meetings, we are going to discuss about these features are going to be developed, these features are going to be developed, who's going to be discussed. So but who is having the product knowledge? Business analyst. In that PA meeting, scrum master will be there. He is the person, is the master who can deal and communicate and coordinate all the developers, testers, product owners, business analyst people. Okay, so here you can see that the business analyst will be into the part of that scrum meeting PI call, and they're going to explain all the features which related to the developers and testers. So if that person has a doubt, you guys can reach out in that call, or else while implementation is done, after implementation done by the developers also, if you have any doubt directly sorry guys, if you have any doubts, directly reach out to the business analyst, because he or she is the only person have the complete knowledge about the product. So if you have any if you need any confirmation on the product while testing, you should reach out to the business analyst to get a clear idea. Okay, so miscommunication between the business analyst or tester, or developer or tester, developer or business analyst, will cause them bugs in the software. And software complexity, because of many features in that application causes the bugs. Like IRCTC, we have many features in IRCTC, right? It may cause the bugs. And programming errors like human error, changing the requirements frequently, lack of skilled tester. Few testers are there, they won't test, they won't concentrate on testing, they are simply doing by surface that it works fine or not. They can mark passed or fail the test case. Lack of skilled testers also will get a bugs on the software. These are the 5 points which helps us to identify that why the software is having a bugs. Okay, hope you guys are clear. And next one is, why do you choose a testing job? This is a question I'm asking you guys now. Everyone should answer about this now. Why do you guys choose testing job? One by one. Starting with Maruti, Ayush, Varshni, Shivani, four members. One by one can answer this. Why do you guys choose the testing? Why don't you go with the development and some other roles? We have Salesforce, business analyst, Scrum Master. You have many things, right? So why you choose it this one? Need responses, guys. Please be interacting in the session, guys. Please let me know the answers for that one. Why you choose? I will tell you why you guys are choose. But before that, I need your answers on it. There will be some plan to you right behind why you chose the testing. You are learning a course is nothing but you are choosing the field from the QA, right? So why you chose the QA field instead of other things? Maruti, what about you? Varshini, Srivani, Aish. Am I audible first of all? Please confirm, guys.
Um, when I joined as a QA tester in manual testing, because at that time the requirements were more in the testing side, um, and with a less code, and mm,
Okay.
yeah.
Okay, myself, I joined testing program because it's a straightforward work compared to the developing, which we need more technical knowledge.
Okay. Okay. Cool. So here I will tell you that most of the people are coming to the QA field by listening the words of others that no coding language, nothing. Okay, that's the major term why the people are coming to the QA part. Okay, but here the reality is every field has their own. 1 minute, guys. Okay, every field has their own risk and own work. So here every field have their straightforward work and we have complexity as well. For example, most of you people are thought that no technical knowledge is required for the testing. Of course, if it is a manual testing, no coding is required. But if you want to become an automation tester, it's somewhat like a developer only. It's somewhat like a developer only. The developer is working on the GUI interface, but the person is writing code for the GUI interface. And here, the tester is writing to develop the scripts for the cases which is written by the manual testers. Okay, the both are developers only. Automation testers and the application developers both are developers. Both should have the equal knowledge on the development. Either it may be any language. Okay, but here in the automation testing, any one programming language will be fine. But coming to the development, need more technical knowledge as like HTML, CSS, some mean stack and men stack will be there for the full stack developers, and those things should be known by the developers. Okay, clear? The major thing that most of the people are fear about the coding, that's the reason the people are coming into the QA part. And the work life balance is more as compared with the developer in the QA, but it's purely based on the companies you join. Okay, I'm not giving guarantee that sir, you said that work life balance is good in the QA part, but in my company I don't have any time to spend with my family. Okay, so it's purely on the, even in the developer or tester, whoever it is, it's purely depends on your company policies and company work. Okay, so clear about the today topics? If clear, type clear. If not clear, you can type not clear. NC. If not clear, you can type NC. If clear, you can type C. Okay, cool. So here these are the topics for the today, and tomorrow we can discuss about the types of software development lifecycle models. Okay, so here we discussed SDLC. What is meant by SDLC, right? In SDLC majorly we have two types: sequential model and iterative model. In sequential we have waterfall model and V model. In iterative, spiral, agile and prototype. These are the three models we have. 90% of the companies in the current market are using the agile methodology only, but you guys should aware about these waterfall, V models, spiral and prototype models as well, besides agile. Okay, so tomorrow I will explain you clearly about two models, and remaining two models we can see on the Thursday class. Okay, so tomorrow we can discuss about what are the models we have. Waterfall model and spiral model we can discuss in the tomorrow class, and what are the advantages and disadvantages. Why we use it before waterfall model, why we are not using now, why we are using agile method instead of waterfall and spiral model. And spiral model, for which projects it will be used, for waterfall model which project we are used. Okay, we are going to use learn those concepts in the tomorrow class. Okay, these materials will be shared once you are joined into the group. Institute persons will create a group once you confirm your slots by paying the fee. In that group I am going to share these materials. Okay, hope you guys are clear. If any doubts you can ask me, or else we'll close the session for the day, and have a nice day to you all. Okay, cool. Bye. We'll meet you all again tomorrow session. Have a nice day. If you have any doubts, you can ask the institute people. Will make a conference with me and we can discuss if you have any doubts. Okay. So if no doubts, please join in the course, because we are taking only limited seats, that we should communicate with each and everyone, because in few institutes you can observe that they are taking hundreds of people. We are not like that. Even though we got some request after some time, we won't accept for this batch, because we are taking limited members for the batches to get communicated with well on every class. If it is 200 or 300 members, it's not possible for the single tutor to communicate with the persons in that class, right? It's take 3 hours and 4 hours of time to communicate each and every person. If you take only 10 members or 15 members like that, then we can easily communicate with the members in the meetings. Okay, so please try to understand and cooperate us. Please try to join as early as possible if you are interested in learning the manual plus automation course. Okay, if you need any syllabus document also, you can reach out them, they will share it to you. And please confirm by today, and have a nice day. Thank you all.